What's up, y'all? I'm almost home, so I'm just gonna make this last video. Not really last video, but I need to start posting. This video is quite simple. This video is just going to be about like the do's and don'ts of just nursing in general. Like, I did one on home care, I did one on the hospital, I did one for long-term care, I did one for agency. So if y'all didn't watch that series, please watch that series. And I know TikTok can have it like all jumbled up, so y'all can watch my YouTube at Old Ass Key, and y'all can just watch them all there, and then I'll have it in like in a little playlist, so that way it's like real easy. Of course, congratulations. This is for the ones that's in nursing school that's about to graduate, and then these are the ones, also the ones that literally got their license. So congratulations to y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Please be the best nurse y'all can be. Don't sit up here out here and let these buildings and these corporations get your license took because you're doing things out of your scope. So that's the biggest thing I'll let you know is, please, before you even get on the floor, or you either practice as being a nurse, whatever state you in, please go on a Florida Board of Nursing and look up your job function. I know you're like, I know what a nurse do, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. And we all say that, but nursing school don't teach us how to be a nurse. Nursing school get us prepared for healthcare as a nurse, not the job description of a nurse. It's totally different. So please go on your board of nursing. I live in Florida, so I have Florida Board of Nursing, and I have rules and regulations different from any other state. So please go on your Florida board and just kind of like analyze what can you do as a nurse and what you can't do, because that's the biggest thing. Because the minute that you do something wrong, or you mess up, or something happened to a patient, aka a death, an accident, disability, anything that can happen to a patient because of you, you can't just run and say, well, I didn't know. They don't care if you're a new grad nurse. Even they told me, like people will tell me, like, they don't care you're a new grad nurse. They will charge you just as an experienced nurse. And it doesn't matter if you don't have experience or not. You chose to get those keys. You chose to get those set of patients. And you chose to work there that day knowing it was or work at that establishment knowing how that place is. So you can't make an excuse all the time on, I didn't know. You can't say that. The board of nursing ain't gonna want to hear that. Sorry, y'all, it's gonna be dark, but you can hear me, so it's better for y'all can hear me versus say. So let's get into it. Another thing I do want to say is, like I said, like I always say in all my videos, y'all need to do research of where y'all working at. I hate when people go to the job like, oh, I hate where I work, I hate it here, and then they don't never leave. And then they be miserable, and then they take it out on their patients and their team. Like, if you're miserable somewhere, just leave. Y'all would go to these places because they, oh my God, this place paying $50, this place $60, but you don't know why they're paying that. They're paying how I pay for a reason, and then it's all that nonsense in that building. But I'm just doing it for the money. I don't care as long as I'm getting paid. Yeah, as long as you get and then you get your license taken, and you're not getting paid no more because you can't practice as that. Do you think that building gonna close down when you lose your license? No. So stop doing that. Like, everybody just go jump up and get it do it for the money. Like, learn your craft. And that's another thing I want to say. Let's learn. Like, stop sitting up there. Like, I see so many dumbass nurses. They'll sit up there, have the 2 feet clogged, don't change the trachs, don't do no patient care. They'll sit up there and neglect their patients, don't get them the right medicine, don't reorder medicine. Like, they'll sit there and it's just be med techs, especially in long-term care that I'm talking about. Like, med techs, and then don't just do anything else. Like, they'll forget how to be a nurse and only be a med tech. Like, get on that card, pass meds, that's it. You have to chart. You have to look at orders. You have to make sure the patients that's taking antibiotics, they have the start and stop dates. That you gotta see if the patient's actually taking it. You gotta see if the patient actually doing well with them. They don't do that. They'll literally sit there and just pass meds all day long and forget to do the other stuff. And that's another thing. Start your med pass early. I always say, I'm gonna always keep saying this. Start your med pass early. If you got a 8 or 12 hours, so let's say you have 12-hour shift, and you know the med pass is the big heavy meds pass is going to be 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Start at 7 when you walk in. Once you get report and it's like probably 7:30, it's start now. That way you could go on break when you're done with your morning med pass. That's why your patient's not calling for you. That way your CNAs or anybody not looking, and then you're hyper aware, because that peak time where everybody up from like 9 to like 3 is basically that peak time of those patients going to be active, up, high falls, moving around. You know, it's the morning time, so everybody gonna be busy walking around doing everything else, and then those patients, you know what I'm saying, like, they'll be in their rooms, they go, oh, I can get up and walk, and then boom, bust their head or fall, and then boom, now you got all that extra work they gotta do. So it's really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. Just start early. Like, use your time management skills and start early. Don't sit up there and lollygag, talk, laugh, giggle, do all that, and then, you know, now you start your math pass at 9 o'clock. Like, all your meds going to be late because you ain't going to be done by no 10 o'clock, especially with 30 people. I'm telling you now. Unless you're not giving them what they need. And I'm not doing that because I'm not going to jail, because you got people out here, they're going undercover. These agencies, these state going undercover now. They could go undercover as a patient and everything. Y'all, so you sitting up there not giving it to them, and then boom, now your license took. I'm not on that. So it is hard to get your license and it's easy to get it took. So I never got it took. I could show y'all my thing. I don't have no dings or nothing on my license, thank God. And if things will go haywire or things will escalate, like I was working at a building as a manager and there was so many deaths and issues in that place. Like when I tried to fix and prevent everything, it didn't work. So when stuff started to like get serious in there, I exit stage left, because at the end of the day, I'm not getting nothing took from me. I'm not going to jail, because they indicting healthcare workers now. Like doctors going to jail, CNAs going to jail, nurses going to jail, bro. I'm not on that. I'm not going to jail for nobody. I got a clean record and I want to make it stay clean. So it's easy. Like that's another tip I want to give you. If the job gets too hectic or too dangerous, you need to leave. Do not stay at no job that's like that. The last thing you want to do is to stay at a job and, like I said, get your license took. Y'all think it's a cute thing. Oh, well, I get fired, I don't care. No, some of these places are petty as fuck. They'll blackball you from working at their other sister companies because they know you're going to go do that, and then they'll report your license. Nobody got time for that, to be fighting with the board of nursing. Shit, it's even hard to get in contact with them. One time when I was had a whole situation with my trying to get my ATT test, I literally had to call them for a whole week straight, and I was on the phone for them almost 2-3 hours a day, and that's almost a whole week of work. I'm not doing that. So in order for you to avoid that, is just don't do that. Don't sit up there and, you know, oh, can you do a double? Can you do a double again? Can you do a double? And then next thing you know, they all short, and then now you mad, and then you got 60 patients to take care of instead of like 20 or 30. Like first, it was a lot of time at the job I was working at. Literally, y'all, they kept giving us 40 patients. I'm like, y'all don't need four nurses. Y'all can have 3. There's 4 nurses 7 to 3. There's 4 nurses 3 to 11. And there's 4 nurses 11 to 7. And we each got 30 patients. What the hell can we ever get a break? Because I feel like the morning shift should have like 20 patients. Granted. And then 3 to 11 shift 25, and then 11 to 7 30. 6 5 4. 6 nurses in the morning, 5 nurses in the evening. Oh, the unit managers count as the PPD. Come on now. That's a cheap ass company if they have to do all that. And it's like you try to get our work done and everything. So do not go to no building like that. Yeah, you might find lower paid buildings, but do that and you'll be more comfortable at work, and then build your skills so that way you can start doing agency or go to the top paying jobs. And that's another thing. Don't just jump and do agency as a nurse. That's the last thing you want to do. When I tell y'all I do agency as a nurse, they throw you with the wolves. Like they don't teach you anything. You will get a little orientation around. Just like, hey, let's just give you a little walkthrough around the I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough around the unit. They don't even do that. You gotta find things yourself. I'll just have to ask, like, what's this? Where's that? Where's this? Where's that? And I have to walk around the unit myself. Like, they'll throw you in the wolves. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just gonna do agency because I'm gonna make a lot of more money. Y'all, be careful, because them 1099s hit, and you making too much money, you're gonna pay so much taxes back. And on another thing too, it's just that simple. Just like, don't just do that, because you're putting your patients at risk too and everything, because you're trying to sit up there and just be like, oh, well, I can do agency because, you know, for a week straight or 2 weeks straight, I was able to take care of my patients. Don't do that. Sorry, it's dark. But don't do that. The last thing you want to do is that, and then you're going to end up hurting a patient, et cetera, and then you're going to be looking stupid when stuff that go awry because you're sitting up there taking care of patients you know damn well you can't take care of. So that's like a red flag. Don't sit there and do that. Like, if you're gonna do that, like, do everything else. Just don't do that. Who's that? Yeah. So don't just sit up there and do that, because at the end of the day, it just make no sense. Because you sit there, you take care of a patient, and then fuck around, something happen, and then boom. Now you fuck. You ain't got no license no more. You can't take care of patients no more. Your name is tarnished for life. because you so dumb and you sat there, you let them talk you into taking that assignment. Oh, I'm gonna give you a bonus, $100, $200 bonus. Like, oh my God, period, yes. And then you see your taxes, they snatching out so much money. Y'all, literally, I was forced to work overtime as a unit manager. And when I tell y'all, as a unit manager RN, they will snatch out, I kid y'all not, $2,000 to $3,000 fucking dollars, almost $4,000 on my check. I don't care if I could try to make a 10K check. If I make a 10K check gross pay, they're going to snatch out $4,000 or $5,000 off rip. So it's like you're working for no reason. Overtime is a scam. Period. Nobody want to believe me. Everybody be like, oh my God, he's doing this, he's doing that. It's a scam to do overtime. And that's on period. Like the minute you sit there and you do overtime, now you fuck around, you ain't got no check. Maybe at the end of the year, but for some magical reason, at the end of the motherfucking year, I still get nothing back. I could pay $30K of taxes, and I promise you, I still get Zippo back. So it just begs the question, what the fuck is overtime for? What the fuck is it for? Put in the comments, you tell me what overtime is for and what's beneficial about overtime. Yeah, you get a little extra money, but extra what?